Melrose Mayor Paul Brodeur. Today we learned that there have been 59 total cases of COVID-19 in Melrose. I am sad to report that we have lost our second resident to the virus. Public health experts agree that a major surge in cases will hit the Boston area in the coming days. The science tells us we must take every opportunity to slow the spread of the virus, to protect ourselves and our frontline workers, and to conserve limited medical resources. After reviewing our current protocols and conferring with other municipal leaders and healthcare providers, I have determined that stronger steps must be taken to ensure the health and safety of our community. Tonight, the city, through a vote of the Melrose Board of Health and through my signature, has issued a public health advisory which urges residents to adhere to the following. Between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 p.m., essentially normal business hours, only leave your house in order to receive or provide an essential service. Trips outside the home are limited to appropriately spaced passive recreation, medical appointments, getting food, and other essential activities. Simply put, please don't go out into the community unless you need to care for yourself or a loved one. We are announcing an advisory evening curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. During this time, we ask that each of you stay in your homes or yards, except in emergencies. Your cooperation will further reduce the likelihood that the virus will spread. Staying home will save lives. When you do go out in public, cover your nose and mouth with a face covering. This will reduce your risk of spreading the virus, particularly if you are unaware that you are infected. Recent guidance from the Centers for Disease Control recommend this practice, and their website has a great deal of additional information. You can use a scarf, homemade mask, or bandana, but please do not use a medical grade or N95 mask, as those need to be conserved for our first responders, medical personnel, and other frontline workers. Regarding activities in our parks, the reports I've received of residents congregating there are entirely unacceptable. While many of you have stepped up by practicing social distancing and limiting your time outside the home, it is clear that the message has not reached everyone. Our parks are open, but only for a limited number of activities: hiking, walking, cycling, jogging, wheelchair use, scootering, and pet walking. Physical spacing of 6 feet is required at all times. Other activities are not allowed. Not following these rules puts the community at risk, and I know we can do better. This advisory will go into effect at 9 p.m. on April 7th, 2020, and my office will be communicating more about these provisions in the coming days. The Melrose Police will take notice of violators, and you can utilize the police department's tip line to report infractions. You can access the tip line anonymously if you choose by going to melrosepolice.net/tips or calling 781-665-TIPS or texting 847-411. All reasonable efforts will be made to secure voluntary compliance with this advisory. Folks, this pandemic is going to get worse before it gets better. And every decision each of you make in the coming days will have a huge impact on the health and safety of not only yourself and your own family, but your friends, neighbors, and even strangers. So many of you came out on Friday night to say thank you to frontline workers during Clap Because We Care, and it was awesome. But the best way we can all say thank you to the men and women who can't take a day off and can't work from home is by taking these important steps every day to flatten the curve and reduce the spread of COVID-19. The best way we can all help each other get through this is to stay home and stay safe. This is a challenge for all Melrosians, and I know we are up to that challenge. Together, we will get through this. Thank you and good night.